So, one of my valued regular viewers and subscribers, Keith Howard, requested that I take a detailed look at the reboot of a show called The Equalizer. Now, since I had mentioned this show in one of my earliest videos here on this channel, I thought a follow-up at this time would actually be perfect. So let's see, as we move towards this show's premiere, what to expect from this original from CBS. So Keith, this one's for you. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
A quick history here on the 88 episode show that originally aired as The Equalizer from 1985 to 1989. And in those 4 seasons, Robert McCall was played by Edward Woodward. Robert McCall being the private detective that took on some seemingly impossible problems for any number of folks that were in need throughout the entire season's run. He had an intelligence background, which helped him fight to equalize the odds for his clients. The show itself won many awards. Well, it won a few awards, and it had many, many nominations. So there you have it. Now, this classic show had heart and compassion and intrigue and action, mystery, all of those things that you want in a good television program, and it bounced around in syndication for many years. In fact, you can find it on streaming platforms right now, Amazon Prime and many others. As with all things in Hollywood right now, and specifically with CBS, they have put together something that is gender and race swapped. Just an amazing reboot of this property featuring Queen Latifah as Robin McCall. Now, while some of the same ideas still exist from the original series, there seem to be some pretty significant departures. Many of them. A year ago, a online publication called Fansided put together a comprehensive article breaking down the differences between the old show and this new one. And they cast into doubt, just like I do, the casting of Dana Owens, aka Queen Latifah, as it doesn't seem to play into her wheelhouse or into her forte, which obviously is comedy. Now, don't get me wrong, Queen Latifah is an incredible performer. She seems to be able to do just about anything, and is very successful in any of those pursuits, including being a producer. But with this project, I have my doubts. And this role actually requires a depth on both the lighter side and on the darker side of things. The title character has to be believable. They have to be able to carry the show. Say what you will about the 2 films that were based on the television franchise. The title role played by Denzel Washington was really, really well done. He really was a believable Robert McCall in this particular character. Now, the films weren't exactly like the show, but they were very, they were very interesting, and he was really good. The tone of this show, at least, this new one, the CBS original reboot, seems to be set on the vigilante nature of the character, which wasn't really the original show's focus. In fact, the article here, Fansided, states quite correctly that he was one for whom violence was a last resort. He didn't use it very often. It was primarily about intelligent problem solving. And the best thing about the article is their acknowledgement of a missed opportunity when it comes to casting for the show. William Zabka played Scott McCall in the original TV series. And if you're rebooting a property, what better than to, take that original estranged son actor, right, and put him in the title role of the Equalizer. Like father, like son. Again, it seems like a logical reboot casting, but Hollywood doesn't use logic anymore. Now, Robin McCall obviously is being primarily portrayed in this reboot as a vigilante, and she's pursuing her own vendettas as well. Now, if you don't believe me when I describe it that way, it's actually part of the IMDb listing and other guidance that you can find around the internet. when they're describing this program. The original show, as I mentioned, was all about problem solving. That was the core. That was the root. Since no problem is the same, because no person is the same, and no case is the same in this case, no solution was the same. And this is something that made the show impervious to being pigeonholed. It was unique in many, many ways, and we really need uniqueness in television now. Now we're getting the sea of same, at least, again, in my observations. A sad note, unfortunately, goes along with the production of this reboot, and it's sad to say that one of the original creators of the original show died very recently, and he was actually looking forward to seeing this show launched. So it's no good, and unfortunately, as the article here I pulled up says, it was one of his family members that, stated these things, so we have no reason to doubt him. Now, much like everything else, this thing is driven by agenda, and this show is looking to suffer under the weight of a growing list of have-tos, right? It deviates so much from the original concept because of this list of have-tos, or check boxes, or other things. And like many other things in Hollywood, this show looks to be the Equalizer, in name only. But the good or bad news, depending upon who you are, is that you won't have to wait too much longer to see this CBS original. Anyway, it's going to be premiering immediately after the Super Bowl on February 7th. So with that kind of lead-in, your expectations for it have to be huge, right? It's going to take off gangbusters, and it'll be on television for years to come, right? Let's hope I'm wrong about this show in every way. But let me put it to you this way. Is this a show that you wanted to see? Will it last more than a season or two? And do you think it will be any good? Use the comment section below for any of the responses that you would like to make, and let's try to figure that out together. And if you think I'm wrong, say so as well. I'm always open to being criticized for my criticism. But I do want to encourage you to support other independent creators on this platform. They absolutely need it out there. They aren't getting the kind of support from the algorithm that they absolutely deserve. And one of the reasons is the mainstream media doesn't like us. Not one bit. So thank you, and each one of you, for your support. I truly appreciate it. You have no idea how valuable your time is to me, and I try not to waste it. So I will end this video like I end every other one and just say this. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. Hey there, one last quick note before I let you go, and before we make it to the end of this video. I, CultureCasino, have a brand new Teespring store. That's right, you can now go to Teespring, look up CultureCasino, or use the link in the video below, and pick out some handsome and beautiful CultureCasino merchandise with many different designs and styles and colors, many different items. I was actually surprised at all of the things that you could create, and I have some more designs and items on the way here shortly. But, if you want to support the channel in that way, there is some merch. Otherwise, here comes the ending. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.